Hey everybody, welcome to the very first Hell's Kitchen recap for this season. It is the first episode. It is 2 hours of donkeys and devils. Alright, 16 chefs. They got locked out of Hell's Kitchen. But wait, James, the new Maitre D, says, "Put these blindfolds on and follow me." What the hell happened to JP? I'm really seriously disappointed. Alright, one of the chefs came up with a funny line. My heart fell out of my butt. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me when I found out there was no more JP. Alright, so they go to the LA market, which is where they're going to be in charge of if they actually win the friggin' show. And the weird Gulliver's Travels opening with the giant chef Ramsey and everybody like torturing him, that just too weird. I'm sorry. It was really weird. Alright, so it's signature dish time, donkeys. Emily, cover your puppies. You know, that is just so unattractive. I don't know why people do that, and if you're overweight, it just doesn't look good. I mean, I'm not condoning it if you're like thin and you have giant boobs, but if you're overweight and you have giant boobs, it just doesn't look good. Alright, so I commend Chef Ramsey for making her cover up. Sabrina was yawning. Ramsey got her a chair. I'm really surprised he didn't just throw her the hell out of there, but she really couldn't handle those heels that she was trying to rock. Antonia, it's a girl. Her gumbo made Ramsey puke. So he wanted everyone else to feel as good as he did, so he made everyone eat it as well. And she was all like, sorry you didn't like it. And he's like, didn't like it? And sorry it wasn't up to par. No, it made everyone sick. So Jillian, this is a strange girl. She can actually cook, which is surprising because you would think someone stupid enough to get their eyebrows tattooed on wouldn't know anything. There's a skunk lady. Her name is Lisa. And it was kind of funny because at the end of the challenge, Sabrina and Raj, the crazy person, both had suspenders on. And they look like really weird twins. Raj is 49. I think he's like the oldest one I've ever seen on this show. Alright, so it ended up, you guessed it, say it, a tie, 3-3. And the ladies ended up losing because Antonia's dish was so bad that the ladies deserved to lose. So as punishment, the ladies have to clean up the crap pile in the kitchen. And the guys, well, they're getting pampered. They're getting massages, champagne, caviar. Well, it's a little bit too much for Raj because he gets all sloppy drunk. I think he's got an alcoholic problem, and it's kind of sad. He turns into a drunken karate master. It's not pretty. So, knives for everyone. Everybody gets some Henkel's knives. I have one Henkel's knife. I rarely use it because I'm not too good at sharpening it with the steel. But I love my Henkel's knife. Alright, so Antonia is sick. She like passes out on the floor. They find her. She said she had a migraine. It looked like she was possessed by the devil. She was shaking, sweating like a dog at a Chinese restaurant. Had to say it. Sorry, it's a cooking show. They take her to the hospital, but you know what? The show's got to go on. This is freaking Hell's Kitchen. So James, open up Hell's Kitchen. This was the funniest part of the show for me. He smacked his own ass. You know, like in baseball or football, whatever, you get a little guy pat on the ass. Well, Ramsey didn't do it, so he had to do his own. He's a self-smacker. Alright, so this week, or this service, they're having mini pizzas. Raj and Emily are in charge of that, little mini welcome pizzas. Raj is pretty much the simpleton of the team. That's probably the understatement of this series. There's one every season, and this is the biggest simpleton I've ever seen. Trev, he doesn't know how to make a salad. You don't even have to freaking cook it. There was more dressing than salad. It was overdressed. Alright, Boris, he made a fatal mistake. He started mocking Ramsey. He was like, it's raw, it's raw. Once Ramsey caught wind of that, he nipped that in the bud. And, yeah, he got called out. The skunk lady, Lisa, holy crap, was she drinking coffee, whatever, when she was cooking her scallops? It took forever. What, was she blowing hot air on them? You gotta cook them, honey. Sabrina, she was a little baby spice bitch. She didn't wait for the rest of her team. She brought her food up when it was done. What good is that? You can't send it out like that. Everybody else has to come up too, you selfish bitch. Alright, so I'm getting upset just thinking about how much I hate her. Boris and Raj were together on the pizza. What a cluster. I think Ramsey was trying to punish Boris for mocking him previously. So the diners are leaving in droves. James is getting upset. It's his first service and it's not going well. It's the worst ever. So there are no winners. He shuts it down. 2 from each team. Even though Antonia won't be returning, somebody is still going home. So for the guys, Raj and Trev were nominated, and for the girls, it was Lisa and Sabrina. Well, Sabrina was freaking out. She goes into this tirade about how much Nona sucks and how she's useless and how she snores. I'm really surprised that Ramsey indulged this, but you know what? This is Hell's Kitchen. It's not Top Chef. So, Lisa, skunk lady, rest in peace. You bit the dust. All right, part 2. Japanese drum corps come and give the chefs a early morning wake-up call. Raj is pretty upset 99% of the time. I think he's got some kind of condition like obesity or something that makes him breathe really heavy and everything. And it's just really, it's insanity to watch him. He's always like, Raj, you got problems. You shouldn't be on this show. In fact, I predict you're not going to make it to the end. That I'm really out there on that one, right? That's a stretch. So they get a sushi lesson from a sushi master. They're going to have to recreate the sushi roll. And they're going to need to make 9 perfect pieces of sushi. 2 different types. Curtis says it's not a dookie roll, even though it might look like one. It's not supposed to be no dookie roll. Alright, so Jillian and Nona, they ended up rocking it. Gee, Sabrina, I guess Nona is not that much of a loser because they got 8 out of 9 for their pieces, which was like the best on the team. So the ladies ended up with 15 points. They went first. Another funny line, Raj, the walking corpse, he was taking too long to walk up. It was a tie. What a shocker until the last piece. But then that last piece put the men over the top. And they win. So they're going wine tasting. Not in LA, in San Francisco. It must be a tough economy, though, because there was no private jet. They had a fly coach. All right, maybe Raj was just too fat to fit in a personal jet. I don't know. So the ladies have to prep sushi for the service because that's the special dish for this service. And they have to eat gross food. Oh, wait, Sabrina's a puker. That was disgusting. I really hate seeing people throw up. I don't need to see that. 1 from each team is going to be the assistant Maitre D. They're going to help out James. Picked Vinny and Jillian. Vinny, it took him 30 minutes to deliver his first ticket. He didn't friggin' know where table 20 was, even after they showed him. So, Raj, he totally got called out by Ramsey for not paying attention. When Ramsey's calling out the tickets, you better freaking pay attention because if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Alright, Vinny, he came up with a little strategy. He told the diners not to order sides. I guess he figured it would help out his team and it'd help out them because they get their food faster. But that's not kosher, Vinny. Raj freaks out because he was on sides and it came out that Vinny was like, well, I didn't think Raj could deliver, so, you know. Vinny got thrown out. Let's just go down the line. Emily can't cook meat. Melissa, she got kicked out. She had to switch with Jillian. Curtis, he can't make sushi. He got kicked the F out. Raj, he got kicked the F out. And he was so upset that he went up to the dorm and stuck his head in the freezer. I think it was kind of to cool him off because he's really overweight. Alright, so the entire men's team actually got thrown out. And Raj ends up fighting with everyone that were throwing stuff at him. It got out of control. Alright. The men's team obviously are the losers because the ladies were pretty much way ahead of them. They were already on to their entrees. So they had to come up with 2 nominations. They nominated Boris and Raj, big surprise. And Chef Ramsey added Vinny. But wait, Raj is a slow learner. Cut him some slack. For crying out loud, he's 49. They need a fast learner. And now for something completely different. Curtis is out. That totally came out of left field. All right, so next time on Hell's Kitchen, shocking. The fighting's going to get out of control. Multiple ambulances will be called. Call the editing department. We need to make this dramatic. Till next time, much love.